Travel Podcast ZA. You are live with Kagiso Ngwenya, and of course today we are recording live at the Kagiso Tourism Association offices. We are in Kagiso, and today of course I have quite an interesting guest, and I'm quite happy today to shoot this episode with a very young, interesting man next to me, Sikhumbuzo from the Kagiso Tourism Association. Sikhumbuzo, how are you? And can you just kindly, introduce yourself?
I'm good, my brother. Thank you for having me in particular. Welcome to Kagiso. Welcome as Kagiso. Usekhaya mfowethu, usekhaya. Ngusikhumbuzo Zondo mthiyano makaka sobutshani. I am a resident of Kagiso. I've been here for approximately 23 years in total. So yeah, grew up here from the times where the streets were still dusty, for 80% of the place, to where it has been developed into a lucrative and possible tourism destination.
Wow, man, you've been here for quite a long. Actually, you deserve to be Kagiso. Maybe Sikhumbuzo, you can change names. Become Kagiso.
Transfer, easy.
But it's so inspiring, man. Coming to this township, I realized a lot of things that are so different in terms of development. I saw a lot of factories. I'm not sure. I saw some factory named Chamdo. What's the charm about that? Is it really?
Hey, bras, you never know how they choose the names of these places.
Yeah.
Okay, Engiazio Moses. Because Moses is literally named after a person who was Moses.
Moses.
Yeah. Mapuma Kagiso through Leratong heading towards Protea. There's a section on the left, on the right, but it was Moses. Tengisinyama is a wholesaler. It's one of the original people that gave services to Kagiso as well.
Sure.
From back in the day. And then,
I think I would be more interested, talking about that in terms of how places like Moses bring
and
about and Cham to show how those places bring about the experience element in the tourism sector, because tourism is about experiences more than anything, and there's a huge proportion of understanding how those different experiences sort of bring about the touristicness and shaping the destination to what it's supposed to be. But what I'm interested in finding right now, Sikhumbuzo, is you yourself, as Sikhumbuzo. What is one thing you'd expect me or the audience to know about yourself, and what do you think in everything that you do, where do you see the relation with the tourism industry? What's your passion around that as well?
Okay, personally, I'm a person of the arts. I am a creative by nature. As a plus to who I am, I'm also a logical thinker. So I've been fortunate enough to try and invest my efforts in helping people, because I'm a big helper. Like I believe in social cohesion and helping other people. So I've been fortunate enough to assist abantu who are within the arts and music, to be specific, artists that are groomed within Kagiso and that have made significant strides within their careers, from OS Side 6 to DJ Sesh. And I've also worked with in projects Nabantu abafana nabo Kagism from Imorafe, who's a local as well within our area.
For sure.
So with being fortunate enough to understand the arts from my logical thinking and being willing to help people, I got to a stage where I saw with the efforts through two people, significant but not significant enough. The impact that I make is not, back in the day, was not really that much to the level that I wanted it to be. So I took it upon myself to try and represent the guys.
Oh wow, for sure.
So through the music journey and making a statement for the brand that I represent, which is Kagiso, we took it upon ourselves to say, okay, we'll be custodians of Kagiso, but we'll not only Kagiso, West Rand. So I went into the arts arts managed, artists got into tourism, and through the events that bring people to Kagiso, we've been able to make a statement for ourselves, and I've been able to help more people by helping them onto AMA lineups, helping them develop their upcoming careers from PR to strategic management in this interesting channel. So I got into tourism through the artist management.
Wow, and I could already see like the striking resemblance and the balance in terms of how your experience overall sort of shapes the outlook of the tourism industry itself. You mentioned something quite interesting. You said tourism is a social cohesive industry. And I think part of the reasons why we need associations, it is because associations create, that opportunity for the association itself, to create that social cohesive structure in the neighborhood itself. I mean, far and beyond businesses, but also to people, engaging people, making sure people come to cafes so they connect together and enjoy shared experiences. So what would you say is the mission and the goal really for the Kagiso Tourism Association?
So as Kagiso Local Tourism Association, we pride ourselves in making sure with whatever surviving businesses that are in Kagiso affiliate with us, they get to be part of the first people that receive usable information that can help them overcome certain steps, such as steps of compliance, which is a problem. They overcome certain steps as getting the word of the brand, if you do have a brand, by the way, if you do, out there into the market. We pride ourselves in assisting Wuma events because we create a channel for unemployed people, whether you're youth, above 45, the Forgotten Nation as they are called. We create an environment where they can find a position to position themselves within an event yomuntu. For instance, event yaseKasi called the Spin Fest, one of the best conducted spin fests in the West End. From casualties, none. From attendance, proper. From marketing, it's a developing by marketing, but then it has been able to make sure that abantu actually visit Kagiso, and it's one of those flagship events that we pride ourselves in. So within such events, we place people to clean up pick up amapodlela that they can use for recycling. Number one, we place people on the artist stage when they do have an artist stage to play decks or be MC. You have people performing there. So opportunities that we've created as Kagiso Local Tourism Association have been from an information sharing perspective and a participation in events and workshops as well.
Sure.
Yeah.
So if you would have to describe Kagiso as a destination, what would you say is the highlight really? Coming from a different space, coming from a different province, and I want to go, and experience a new region, something I've never experienced before. And then someone says, well, look, go into a township called Kagiso,
Sure.
But what is the highlight then in that perspective? What do you think would attract me coming maybe from KZN to Kagiso? What would be that one thing that is a highlight for my experience?
Highlight yako. Angithi singabantu asifani.
Yeah.
People have ubumnandi ngendlela different.
Sure.
So Kagiso, we are known for being one of those destinations where you can come and have fun. You can literally come and have fun this side. But it's fun that it is quantified in experiential events that are based on food, that are based on a bev, and that are based on game culture. And by game culture, I mean we have a popping scene of people that conduct their own game lawa or 30 seconds or games nights.
Yes.
That scene is developing quite nicely where people come to KG from in the east, Heidelberg, come to KG just to experience a game night. Because we are fun and loving people, and the presence of SAP in Kagiso and the current state of alcohol consumption in Kagiso, does it relate? Kodwa thina siyaphuza.
Sure.
Ekazi siyaphuza, and it's fortunate that we can say through those interactions, when you are having the nice food, you're having the nice drinks, you are literally interacting with people that are influential. So Kagiso is easily one of those places you can come and network with people just to establish something. I wonder that is your own project or a project that you can partake in and assist in.
I mean, apart from having legends such as Pito Musemani, we all know
who came from
Kagiso, I think one thing that I would say to your audience actually watching right now is that Joburg in its own, Gauteng as a province in its own, it's largely categorized as a lifestyle province, as a lifestyle destination. Remember, we don't have the oceans, we don't have the seas, the natural scenery in terms of high-rise mountains, some of those, products or touristic attractions that are not man-made, we don't have a lot of those. So
unfortunately,
to find that a township such as Kagiso actually aligns with the entire, outlook of the Gauteng region as a destination itself. Gauteng is a lifestyle destination, so I think Kagiso is well positioned in terms of that. So if you want to come to Gauteng to experience that lifestyle, Kagiso is one of those destinations. And if one thing also, Kagiso, I think I've experienced some bit of jazz. So I think if you want to have an interaction with jazz and all of those things, this is actually the best destination. But I think just so we close, I want to understand from your side, what would you say are some of the challenges you've encountered as an association, maybe in a high level perspective, and then maybe we speak about a solution as well. How do you think is the solution? What next, from here on moving forward? What are some of the programs you're looking to involve as an association?
Okay, problems that we've encountered as an association is bridging the gap of being a standard setter as far as customer service is concerned, and business to business interaction, business to business. We've found that the business owners around our area are willing verbally to work with each other, but when it comes to the practicality of it, ish, my brother. So as KLTA, though, that's one of the missions that we are on, to make sure with we're trying to bridge that gap where I provide a service to Kagiso, and he's supposed to pay me. Or I don't provide a full service to Kagiso, and then he complains, but he doesn't complain to me directly most of the time. They go to social media. Now there's that stigma, that there's that bad vibe that the business they don't work well with each other. We try and create a platform where they can come and engage with each other on an objective level.
Okay. Yeah.
Feelings aside, you were supposed to pay me 17, you didn't pay me 17. Why didn't you pay me 17? I had a backlog of debts that I had to sort out as keys. So, that's true, that's fine. Why didn't you keep to your word? And then that becomes something that is ongoing. And business to business relations are not proper. So we're bridging that gap as well. Another problem that we are encountering as an association is putting Kagiso on that level where, as far as safety is concerned, we can say, you can come and have fun in Kagiso, yes, and be safe. We cannot literally guarantee safety, like going to Soweto, like going to Pretoria. We cannot literally guarantee safety. We can say, we are trying to get to a level where we can say there are people who come from who were endorsed by Gauteng Tourism Authority to become
tourism safety.
Yes, officers, and they were placed in strategically positioned in places that are known to either be a bit sketchy and the strategically placed in positions where, in places where they have to understand the tourism stakeholder, the person that is bringing other people from Nyikasi to this place, to protect that area, to know what is going on around that area, and facilitate the development of the area. So our solutions, those are part of them. We're looking to create more opportunities for young people to actually understand Ikasi, be custodians of Ikasi, and protect Ikasi.
Oh, wow. I think that's beautiful, Sikhumbuzo. Tourism safety is actually something that has been quite critical. We know last year there was a tourist that was killed in Mpumalanga, and that raised, a very bad image for South Africa as a whole. So I think I love that Kagiso Tourism Association is bridging that gap, because once we are starting to protect, and create a safe, conducive environment, it also protects the marketability of the entire region itself. But we are still going to have more conversations with Kagiso Tourism Authority. I just thought we, just build up this segment to introduce Sikhumbuzo to the audience. And Sikhumbuzo, I hope you would be able to, engage more with us, so we get to go into some of these programs, to some of these places, to experience them, and also to engage with some of those products, so people can understand tourism tourism experiences in Kagiso itself. Because I think one of the most important things for an association is to build that tourism marketability in the region. So that's it from our side. Thank you so much, Sikhumbuzo, for joining us, and thank you so much to all our audience. I hope our audience will see you guys soon.
Hopefully. Definitely.
But you guys will need to obviously give us those packages in terms of what we
can come and experience more Figicast.
So where can people find details, maybe of businesses around and all
currently just follow us on Facebook, Kagiso Local Tourism Association or Kagiso Tourism Association. That's where we'll be sharing most of the information for our stakeholders. Where can you sleep, like about Retabile Guest House? You have Abokoni's restaurant and B&B. You have places to enjoy in, like also Oblati. There's a number of places that you can come and experience. Kona Inda is all painting, for instance, where you can come through with your person and come and have a young paint session. Kono House of Dawn, Kono Backyard Art Gallery. So these are places that you can come and have certain activities in. Or on Facebook, you can catch me as Sikhumbuzo Deviant Zondo. Kagiso Local Tourism Association is the Facebook company's Facebook name, organization. And you can find me on Instagram as well, Sikhumbuzo_Deviant.
Oh, wow.
And that's it.
I think we'll share all the social handles on our bio as well, so that people can find you guys easily. I love how passionate you spoke about some of the attractions that are around, and I think if we can build up and maintain that sort of a hype, you spoke about youth inclusion in terms of the marketability of the region itself. It would be nice to have young people who stand in, as ambassadors of the region, who go create content on all social media platforms, experience these places, shoot videos, and then position them out there so that Kagiso could be properly marketed. But thank you so much, Sikhumbuzo, and I appreciate your effort, man. It's always an honor for me to see, people who really hold up the township tourism development and facilitation at a high. I mean, I personally know the level and the length of your contribution. And I think on behalf of everyone, thank you so much, man, for creating such an association. Much appreciated. So that's it from our side. This is the Travel Podcast with Kagiso Emmanuel Ngwenya. Stay tuned for more. Thank you.